Hey y'all, it's New Comic Book Wednesday. Let's take a look at what I'm excited for this week. As always, shout out to Blurs Underground in LaGrange, Illinois for having all my comic needs covered. This is a hot week for comics. Let's get it started. So on single issues, we have Uncanny X-Men #1. This is from that whole Rising from the Ashes series they're doing for X-Men and really all their books right now. This is coming out of the Blood Hunt series and the Fall of the House of X. But here's what you need to know. Gail Simone is writing this book. If y'all don't know Gail Simone, you should. Gail Simone is GOAT status. Gail Simone wrote on Deadpool, Wonder Woman, Birds of Prey. But what has me super excited about this book is her work on Secret Six. That's one of my favorite books of all time. If you haven't read Secret Six, definitely check that out. It'll get you excited for this. This book, in a lot of ways, is kind of like a nice throwback, capturing the excitement of X-Men '97 that's out right now. We got Rogue in the lead. The cover is gorgeous, y'all. Like, it looks like some stuff from back in the day. Everybody's wearing their classic uniform. So I'm jumping in on this book. Definitely in on X-Men #1. So let's stay with Marvel in this whole Rising from the Ashes thing they're doing. I'm going to be for real with y'all. The only reason I'm into this book is because Storm is leading the Avengers. Storm is leading the Avengers. That's all you need to know. I mean, that's it. This is a new jumping on point, and we got Storm taking over this team, doing what she does. And this looks like a really powerful team already. She's got her ex T'Challa on there. We got Iron Man is in this team. Sam is on this team. Thor is on this team. I mean, this is going to be a really dope book, I think. And it's also a new jumping on point. So if you want to kind of see what's going on with the Avengers, jump on right now when they finally got like a really good leader. Swinging over to DC, the other house of note, we have Batman Wayne Family Adventures. This is the only Bat title I read. No hate, no shade. I'm just saying, like, I don't read the other Bat books. I know Batman basically pays all the rent for comic book shops, but not my bag, not my thing. But I love this series. This is actually a webtoon series, and this is collecting the finale of the second season. Actually a really cool story. I love what they do with the Bat characters and the Bat family because they're literally a family in this series. It shows like a more fatherly side of Bruce Wayne / Batman, and we get to see the quote unquote kids, Robins and all those folks kind of doing their thing, living their day-to-day lives, but also how they're growing into being heroes. It's a really fun series. If you haven't checked it out on Webtoon, this is your chance to actually pick it up in a paper collected volume. So pick it out. All right, staying in single issues, let's look at a indie book, Pedestrian #1. Look, I could say something punny like there's a new hero on the streets, literally, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell y'all for real. I'm just excited for this book because I follow the artist, Sean Von Gorman, on Instagram and actually read some of their books. I think dude's a dope creator, and I think that this is going to be a really cool story. It's supposed to be like a quirky or interesting take on your typical superhero story. And look, it's important to support the indie books anyway, so pick this one up. It looks kind of cool. The next single issue book I'm really excited for is Public Domain. It's coming back. Public Domain #7 from Zdarsky. I'm just a fan of Zdarsky, and he returns with his meta comic book about comics. So dig into this. If you haven't checked it out, remember I talked about the book that is actually featured in this book, if that makes sense. So definitely check that out, and then check out this series as well. Also on single issues, I'm looking forward to Red Before Black #1 from Boom Studios, Scarlet #3, and Chitara #2. Let's talk about graphic novels, shall we? So Blurry by Dash Shaw is a book I'm excited about this week. I don't know a ton about what the story is about, but I do know I like this creator. Dash Shaw is a cartoonist who is most known for their work Discipline. It was a really critically acclaimed book, came out in 2021 about a Quaker soldier fighting the Civil War. This is a little bit different. This is more of a modern story, slice of life story. Tells a story about how our mundane choices can intersect with other people's lives and have a reverberating impact on our day-to-day lives, right? But what's really cool about it is that Dash Shaw approaches their work with like a lot of detail and humor and just humanity. So I'm looking forward to this book. All right, and finally in graphic novels, we have Youth Group. This tells the story of a young teen goth named Kay who reluctantly joins their youth group at their local church. But the thing is, this youth group is hiding a little bit of a secret. They hunt demons. And Kay happens to have a secret of her own that will be uncovered in this book. It's actually a really cool concept, and the creator is actually known for cool stuff like this. Jordan Morris, who y'all might know from podcast fame of Jordan Jesse Go, also does some work with The Good Mythical Morning, and a really cool ensemble podcast story that was called Bubble that was also turned into a graphic novel. Jordan always does really creative work. I think this will be no exception. So I'm going to check this one out. The cover looks cool, but also the concept sounds dope as hell. So that's what I'm looking forward to this week. What are y'all picking up this week? Let me know in the comments below on Instagram or on YouTube. Follow, like, subscribe, share, all that kind of cool stuff. But really just get in tune, y'all. I want to hear what y'all are thinking. So thank y'all for watching. Really appreciate it. Y'all have a good week.